It's a pre-Thanksgiving escapade at Zion National Park because nothing says family bonding like e-biking through Utah's geological flex. Welcome to Everything E-Bike, where today's adventure is brought to you by the letter E for e-bikes, and E for everybody thought this was a good idea. Behold the Tacoma, our steel steed of choice, morphed into a mobile command center. It's like a clown car logic puzzle, but instead of clowns, it's e-bikes, a kiddie trailer that's more fortress than wheels, a ramp because we're not about that lifting life, and a stroller tucked in like a cherry on top. This thing's packed tighter than a hipster's skinny jeans. The Airbnb? Just a cameo of a garage in this grand symphony of how the heck did this all fit? I'm on the AKEZ S1. E-bike equivalent of saying, I'm environmentally conscious, but I also like to go vroom. My wife's on her Velotric step-through Nomad 1, which rides like a cloud. Our daughter's rocking the Blix Avenue Skyline, sleek as an iPhone on two wheels. And our son-in-law commandeered my Velotric high-step Nomad 1, the mechanical steed of choice for those who say, I like my bikes like I like my coffee, robust and electrifying. Now let's not forget the youngest thrill seeker of the clan, snug as a bug in her instep bike trailer. There she is, helmet on like she's been handed the keys to Disneyland. Attached to the Blix and pulled by her mom, it's like watching a tiny astronaut being towed in her own personal lunar module. This little setup has more family charm than a Sunday morning pancake breakfast. Here we are at Zion's pedestrian entrance, where the only thing moving slower than the line is continental drift. It's like a Black Friday sale, but all you're buying is the right to walk in nature. We've got folks shelling out cash like it's a hot dog stand, receiving maps like they're treasure maps to El Dorado. Inside the visitor center, it's a hive of activity. Rangers dishing out advice like grandmas at Thanksgiving, and we're just soaking it all in, one slow, methodical step at a time. Canyon Junction Bridge, where every view looks like a Windows XP wallpaper. You half expect Clippy to pop up and ask you if you need help finding a trail. Cruising up to the court of the Patriarchs. These rock titans are like nature's skyscrapers, minus the elevators. Named after biblical dudes, they're standing tall, watching over Zion like ancient guardians. Feels like you're in a live-action epic, with us as extras on e-bikes. Cruising into Zion Lodge, it's like rolling into a nature-themed hotel in Monopoly. Inside, you've got a gift shop where you can buy memories, and a lobby that's seen more hiking boots than a trailhead. Then, bam, you're hit with those cliff views. It's like Mother Nature's big reveal. And those emerald pools? In slow-mo, they're showing off every drop of water like it's auditioning for a spot in a nature documentary. It's like watching nature's own version of the Nutcracker, but with more splashes and less Tchaikovsky. Here we are, e-biking up to the Grotto, like a bunch of modern-day explorers on electric chariots. The Grotto's like nature's own VIP lounge, except the bouncers are trees. And then there's Angel's Landing. It's not just a trail, it's like a stairway to heaven with a view. But instead of Led Zeppelin, more like Mother Nature's greatest hits playing in the background. It's the kind of place that makes you think, yep, this is definitely a screensaver-worthy moment. Rolling up to Weeping Rock on our e-bikes, it's like we've entered nature's own tearjerker movie, and in a good way. This isn't just a rock, it's like a geological soap opera with real waterworks. It's the kind of spot where you half expect to hear a Morgan Freeman voiceover narrating the life of each water droplet. Here we are, caught in this moment, somewhere between a nature documentary and a Zen meditation video. Behold Big Bend, gracefully curving like it's trying to dodge a persistent telemarketer. No thanks, I'm not interested in extending my car's warranty. I'm a river, for crying out loud. This is nature's artistry at its finest, a picturesque bend in the river that's more photogenic than a model at a photo shoot. Here we are, pedaling into the temple of Sinawava, like a bunch of kids hyped up on Saturday morning cartoons. These cliffs, they're not just big. They're like, check out my epic rock collection big. Strolling down the Riverside walk is like flipping through the pages of a choose-your-own-adventure book, except every choice is just keep being awesome. And this waterfall, it's like Mother Nature's own Zen garden, only better because you don't have to pretend to understand it. Steering away from the Temple of Sinawava, it's like flipping through the highlight reel of a nature documentary starring us. Midway feels like we're reliving every wow moment, each twist and turn a reminder of today's many epics. As the scenic drive winds down, it's like closing the final chapter of an adventure novel, ready for the sequel. As we roll on to the Peyrus Trail, it's like turning the pages of a storybook we just lived. There's a calmness here, a gentle wind down from the day's highs. Crossing this bridge, every nod to a fellow biker, every smile to a passerby feels like a shared secret about the beauty of this place. Rounding this last bend, it's not just a path. It's a timeline of today's laughters, challenges, and awe. Taking this fork, we're not just leaving the park. We're carrying with us memories, snapshots of a day that'll echo in our stories for years. It's a heartfelt farewell to Zion, with our tire tracks leaving soft whispers on the trail saying, until we meet again. And that's the final pedal stroke from Zion National Park. From the red rocks that rival any sunset to the winding trails that brought us close to nature and each other, it's been a ride to remember. Thanks for joining our e-bike family adventure. Smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Everything E-Bike for more adventures. Until next time, keep those wheels spinning, even if it's just back to reality.